necessary to have an inbox. So we have a couple of different samples here. This one you can pull out, which is great because you can also take it with you if you need to. We have some samples here, and of course you can see it here on the, and how do you say it, finesse? It's a letter tray, and they can be stacked, so you can stack a couple high. So if you have an open shelf, but you want to use it as a sorting system, you can stack a bunch of these trays, and it's great for that. And you can put a little label right on the front to tell you what it is. And we have Macus up here that's also stackable. And a little tip about your inbox. I have a definition I'd like to share with you. Definition of an inbox is that it is a temporary location for storing your incoming mail. So whether you're talking about your email inbox or your paper inbox, it's a temporary location. So once you've collected it and gathered it, you now need to move it into one of the other areas of your paper system. So we talked about action paper. So if you have some papers piled up here and you decide that this is a bill that needs to be paid, well, you need to put it in your action system. So I'm going to go and put it into my desktop file right over here. So then if I come across a piece of paper that has some reference information, I may want to then file it into my reference file cabinet. So you want to keep that paper flow moving, and don't be shy to use the circular file, right? 80% of what we keep, we never refer to again. I know a lot of people don't believe me, but once we get going and we get rid of paper, they realize that I'm right. Now, I'm not saying you need to go and throw out 80% of your stuff, but just try to keep that in mind when you're going through your paper. Do you love it? Do you need it? Are you going to reference this information again, or did it serve its purpose? If you're going to reference it again, are you more likely to look for it online? A lot of times I find duplicates and triplicates of paper in a client's office because they printed it out and they want to reference it again, and when they go to reference it again they can't find it, so they print it out again. If you're more likely to reference it online, try to ask yourself before you print, do I need to reference this, and is it going to be more accessible online? Let's see, as far as paper, you also want to try to eliminate the incoming paper. So a couple of different ways you can do that is by keeping a small notebook and noting the information you need rather than taking flyers home with you. And of course, attempting to get off some mailing lists. Catalogchoice.org is a great solution for that. Just be careful you don't end up signing up for more catalogs while you're there. It's a great system. You can actually tear off the back page of a catalog, and I keep them, you know, a couple at a time, and when they start to pile up in my folder, I then go online, type in the little source code on the back, and they will do their best to contact the company and remove you from the list. It also works great if, you know, somehow I'm receiving my mother-in-law's catalogs at my place and she lives in another state. So it's great for that purpose.